to South Sudan, is it possible that the president and the now former vice president are benefiting from the ongoing civil war in their country?
The world's newest nation is being torn apart by a horrific civil war fueled by massive corruption. President Salva Kiir and former Vice President Riek Machar command forces responsible for mass rape, child soldier recruitment, and massacres of civilians.
A US-based watchdog group, which was co-founded by George Clooney, recently released a 66-page report with evidence that the president, his former vice president, and their family members are able to live large because of the ongoing war in South Sudan.
Top officials in South Sudan have built personal fortunes while their country suffers. They've hijacked the state, looting natural resources, robbing state coffers. Government money is diverted to lethal private militias and weapons used against the people.
Now, this is the video of the president saying that the cause of the war in South Sudan is corruption among his ministers.
Some of these ministers have bought apartments, they have bought very beautiful houses, villas. They are hiding it in Kenya.
You know this.
And they have refused to reveal.
Shut up! So South Sudanese ministers have houses in Kenya? Woo, father! I heard that some of them have houses in Uganda as well. And they are hiding it. Wait a minute. The president is not hiding anything himself, is he?
President Kiir's official salary is $60,000 a year, but among the Kiir family getaways is this elegant villa in Lavington, an upscale community in Nairobi, Kenya.
Ooh, snap, father. Why would the president of one country have his home in another country? I don't understand. And they said this is just one of his houses. So he has his own house in Kenya where he can escape if things are not going well is that what is going on? Because people are dying in South Sudan, but the president's family members are living luxurious lives abroad.
The president's family has lived in luxury outside the country. They post videos partying in five-star hotels, driving expensive cars, and jet-setting around the world, while average South Sudanese are living through hell.
That's not the only thing, and I'm not making this up. But guess what? The president's sons, they now write president's son as their occupation on their national ID. As in, you ask them, oh boy, what do you do? They say, I'm a president's son. See, it's on paper. Hey, what? So now being a president's son is an occupation in South Sudan. Tell me something. And according to this report, the former vice president is doing the same thing. You guys remember him now? The one that they replaced within 48 hours.
Machar tried to sell off the country's oil to a Russian arms dealer in return for deadly weapons, while his family lives in different homes outside South Sudan, far from the war zone. And now his family stays here in Lavington, in the same neighborhood as President Kiir.
You see what I'm saying? So when this report came out, of course they denied it. And guess what the presidency said? Well, do people expect the president's family to rent a house in the slums of Nairobi? I was like, no, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. No, he did not. Say what? Say what? Ooh, father. I was like, no, he did not. Like, he didn't even deny that he has a house in Kenya. So you guys know me, you know. I found some South Sudanese officials here at the United Nations when they came last week. First of all, I found the Minister of Petroleum, and by the way, it's not like I'm short or anything. I'm not short. The man is just really tall. He's just very, very tall. So I asked him about this report, and he said that the report is not true. He said it's false, that he read the whole thing, that they're just trying to paint the president bad. I also asked him about the president's response. You know, the whole, do you guys expect the president's family to rent a house in the slum? You know, I asked him about that. And the minister told me that the president was not the one that actually said that. I said, who said it? He said, oh, it's his spokesperson. I said, So then I also met the South Sudanese ambassador, the one that lives in Washington, D.C. And he told me that the whole thing is a scam, that they're just trying to make South Sudan look bad, especially the government of South Sudan. He said that the president already owned the house in Kenya since 2008, and that was before South Sudan got its independence in 2011. That they didn't steal money to buy this house in Kenya, that he already owned the house even before there was a country called South Sudan. According to this ambassador, they are now preparing a comprehensive response to dispute this report by George Clooney. So my question is, who do you believe? What is really going on in South Sudan? What do you guys think is really happening? Are these people really profiting from the ongoing war? Is this whole thing a scam? Are they just lying about them? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As you guys know, I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.